Alright guys, what's going on? We are back with more KOTOR. We are playing as a Jedi Guardian. And our name is Rahala, and we are a badass. Let's go! So, we got one thing left to do on Dantooine, and it's these ruins. Let's investigate. Alright. I'm kind of low on health. What's going on here? Man, this was doing it to me last time too. Like it was canceling my force power. Like when I did it, character like kind of stutters and then does it. Or attempts a recast and then does it. Try to speak a language you do not understand. I don't understand you. Now it sounds like a Wookiee. I still don't understand you.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
Now it sounds like a Selkath. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital. Ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither of you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you? Why are you here? I am the Overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of the knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years.
Dang, son.
If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Let's see. Something must have happened to wipe the builders out. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. What is the Starforge? Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. You know, you're really hyping this thing up, dude. But what is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire, the machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Alright, we got him in a loop. What's going on?
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek.
Perfect.
The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Where can we find the Starforge? Now that the slaves are gone, my purpose is to aid those who seek knowledge of the Starforge, if they are worthy. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked behind the sealed door behind them. But there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Bummer. How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open doors. Oh man, but those who fail to be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge.
Oh man.
Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic.
My Coca-Cola came back in a hurry.
They uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
All right then. So first we're gonna examine Nemo here. Oh, Jedi Knight robe. Cool. Gotta be better than my Jedi robe. I mean, he was just wearing it and got killed with it on, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's blue too. Look at that. That's gonna go great with my double lightsabers. Guardian droid. Time to eat your doom. Ow! Blast me with a flamethrower. Oh, that's right. I forgot about these darn things. So for some reason they're like super resistant to lightsabers. See? They're like lightsabers don't do any damage.
Ready.
There we go. Yeah, for some reason lightsabers don't like do any damage to these things. I don't know why. If it's a glitch or if it's intended for that purpose to be like, you know, because let's be fair. I mean, when you become a Jedi and you get that lightsaber in your hand, do you ever put it back? You know, like out of your, out of your equipment. Like you're always going to use the lightsaber, always. Let's see. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life, and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Let's talk to the computer. The computer goes silent. Screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. Let's insert my datapad into the receptacle. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. No, I don't understand. Now let's talk to it again. The computer goes silent again, humming softly. It seems to be processing the data from your datapad. Your datapad is released from the receptacle, and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed worlds. So, the worlds that give life. Well, oceanic. Sounds about right. Grassland. Yeah. Desert? No. Volcanic? No. Barren? No. Arboreal. Boom. Alright, so we broke the life seal. Can I loot that? Nope. Another Guardian droid. Oh, of course I don't have my lightsaber equipped, so I can't do my force jump like I was expecting there. He's immune! I think it was the force things or whatever. Okay, no more of that. Give me my lightsabers back. Okay, H terminal. We'll do the same thing again. We will talk to the computer, insert the datapad, and talk to it again. Interrogative. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed worlds. Well, it's got to be the opposites. Desert, volcanic, and barren. Planetary type conducted to the death-breaking death seal. Perfect. So, that was the 2 tests. Pretty easy. I mean, I've done it before. A few times. Boom. Yeah, we won't talk about the droid. We'll just say whatever. Let's go find out what's in here. Ooh.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is this Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
So perhaps these worlds have more clues?
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Alright then. So back to the Council, and then we can leave this planet. Or I can't leave because somebody didn't want to come with. Yes, dang it, Karth. Man, how many times I gotta tell you? Oh, there's that Kath Hound that was trying to fight us when I saved the game last time. Yep. Another one? If you guys are wondering why my force speed is still active, because it's only supposed to last for like 20 seconds, there is a glitch in the first KOTOR here that if you have an alacrity on your character and you activate your force power and you do a zone transition, it resets your force timer. So like instead of just being on for the 30 seconds I think it's supposed to be on, you could run it down to like 5 seconds, transfer to a different zone, aka like me leaving the Enclave there, or the ruins, and then it would reset that timer to 30 more seconds here, which is really cool. But of course, me standing here explaining that probably just burnt it out, but it's not that big a deal. I mean, we're not, fighting. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost him.
It's
just so great to have him back. We're just gonna go right home, right now, and celebrate. Aren't we, my lovely little droid? Don't worry. I'm gonna hug you and oil you and care for you and make sure you never, ever get away again.
Oh no. What have I done? Can't believe I just sent this poor robot off to his doom. How about you, John?
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
I have fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
There's no need for a reward.
No, please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Cool. I got lots of light points, and I got the 1,000 credits. But I got extra light side points for just attempting to deny the money. Ooh, Basilyn wants to talk again. Sure, why not?
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth.
But it's
we
accurate.
both know the real reason. You have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
Let's see. You could warn me when I do something bad, like once for dark side, twice for light. How about, what do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I
yeah, that's because I'm a Padawan. That's what you're supposed to do.
Compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong, wink wink.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance, advice, or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Fair enough. Was just trying to, you know, laid it on the line there. After that, let's go this way first. There's a couple people we probably could talk to. Just kind of see how it's going. I don't know who you are. I don't. Oh, jeez. Wait, they're not here? Where'd they go? They came to the Enclave. I know they're here. Are they by the spaceship? Yeah, we'll look there later. Wait, that's the way to the spaceship. I don't know where those two went. Weird.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan.
Yes, I have.
Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Found an incomplete star map and mention of something called the Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
Fair enough.
Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
Okay.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Now that's a quest I can get behind. Let's do it.
Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith.
Of course, of course.
But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you.
Right.
For there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you.
Yes.
After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I wish that I want to know. Great, Bastila and the Catwoman. There are others.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest.
Juhani's gonna be great though, because she's another Guardian. She's gonna come in very, very handy.
That you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And with you, Masters. Alright, what do we got here? Juhani, Bastila, Candace, Ebon Hawk. Need them in one of the holds. There's a workshop for tools you can upgrade. I don't know why this is a quest. Oh, yeah. So it just wanted to tell you that it tells you that there's a swoop bike aboard your Ebon Hawk because there's multiple tracks that you can go to and make money, which I think we're probably gonna do because as a light side user, you can. I mean, I got a lot of money right now, but as a light side user, I kind of pay people off like a lot to like get information and stuff like that. But yeah, Juhani's gonna be great. That's gonna help a lot when it comes to like the tanky or just absorbing damage and maybe dishing out a little more. How come they're not here? They're supposed to be right here. The the Romeo and Juliet. So we could talk to them and was hoping maybe some more light side points, but oh well. Alright, let's get off this planet. We've been on here too. Oh wait, I can't get off this planet yet. I gotta go to the shop and get some more medkits and stuff because I was running low. For a while. Let's see. Mission. How do you know about my mission? I mean, I just got this mission. How does he know about it? He wishes you well. I can look after myself. He's going to talk to me about Terentatex. They are evil predators. Very dark-sidey. Sounds like they're extinct, but they're not. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. Cool. Alright, let's speed this up. What's over here? Oh, that's just a fake door. On the map here, it was blank. Alright, merchants. What do we got? You. Some about congratulations. What do you got for sale? Alright, cool. This is the guy I need to talk to. Give me all your medkits. Actually, I'll just use the enter button just to make sure I got enough. Do I need any of these? That would come in handy for, well, 7,000 credits, never mind. A couple more energy shields. I don't have very many left. Calrissian's utility belt. The Calrissian? No. Must be a Calrissian descendant because this is 4,000 years before those movies came out. Calderon Calrissian's name was something of a liability after he became infamous for running an unsanctioned smuggling ring within Hutt space. Eventually cornered, he had to pawn even his personal items to avoid being the last Calrissian. The user must have paid points into demolitions and security skills to gain the respective benefits from his belt. Okay. What's this one? Okay. Sanasiki? Must have been a droid hater, look at that. It does more damage against droids. Really good though, that's a really good blade. Don't really need any armor. I really just needed the med kits, that's all I wanted. You have stuff for sale too? I think this guy sells droid parts, doesn't he? Oh, okay, yeah, he does. Yeah, we don't really need droid parts. Hello, Jedi. Goodbye, Jedi. So now, the question is, where are we gonna go? Where should we explore? Oh, upgrade table. Let's do that first. That's where I explored too. Lightsaber. Well, we're gonna keep it blue. Give me... Yeah, we'll do more damage. I'm hoping this is my primary. Ooh, cool. Bonus energy 1d6. That means it actually adds an extra dice to my normal dice roll for damage, which is, you know, could be good, could be bad. Like it just. This one has a chance to stun, so yeah, we're gonna upgrade that. Still really haven't decided yet if I want to upgrade that. Still haven't really decided if I wanted to go double-bladed or just use 2 single blades. For right now, we're just going to stick with the single blades. Let's talk with our characters here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wonder if you have any interesting stories.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought?
Not really.
Enemies I've seen die by my hand? My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people,
well, how old
it
is he
the
then?
honor
Like 80?
and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Is that why you work as a mercenary?
Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans
Not if I have
as they
anything
were
to say about it.
aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Fair enough. Do you have any more stories?
What do you...
Nope, he does.
Your choice.
Oh, he can give me
What do
stims?
you want?
Can you give me some adrenal stimulants?
Stimulant? Here's a speed-boosting stimulant. There anything...
Well,
there...
we're just gonna keep doing this. Hang on, guys.
There anything... Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself. A real... There any...
Okay.
Your choice.
Cool. So, we just got like a bunch of free stims. Yeah, cool. Now, what else do I got in here? Supplies. This is the store for emergency food and supplies. No one's in here. There's T3. Hello. Can you construct a programming spike? Or you don't talk much, do you? Let's go through this. Chime in if you ever have any advice. Okay. Can you... Okay. We'll come back to you, Zalbar, in just a second. Because I think mission's in this one.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there, and now it's just gone.
Malak will pay for what he did, mission. No, that sounds not light side. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Look.
Oh, and I just missed part of the
I'm not saying I
conversation.
can't go on or anything, but I suppose that's why. So don't
Something
worry
about slaps in the face. Okay, what? That's all you want to talk about?
What can I?
I want to know a little more about you.
Really? You want to know about me?
She'll play
Nobody's
Bazak
ever
against
really
you though
been
if you
interested in me
got the itch.
What do you want
But
to
of course
know?
they won't do any credits or anything. How did you and Zalbar hook up?
Big Z's my family, you know. My parents, well,
Parents are
I
dead.
guess
Cool.
this was before the gang wars.
I mean,
were
not
at
cool.
hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to
Of
pick
course.
a fight.
Who would want to pick a fight with a Wookiee?
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart.
That's
there
true.
were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
That'll teach you to stick your nose where it doesn't belong. I like that response, but we are gonna go with smacking a... she doesn't like being called a kid, though. Could your story be more boring? Again, another good response, but we're gonna go, lucky you didn't fry with a blaster.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing.
Seems
Those
like we
Volkers
ain't gonna
don't
win in this
scare me.
conversation.
They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
Nice. What did the other 2 Volkers do?
The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was
that
gonna
right.
rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
How did Zalbar end up on Terrace?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong silent type. Doesn't much matter to me,
Kashyyyk.
though. I accept him for what he is, not
It seems like
what he
nobody
was.
can really nail
Me and
down
Zalbar like to live in
how
the present.
that planet is supposed to be pronunciated. How did you survive before you met Zalbar?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got
Yes.
street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
Sure. We should get back to the task at hand.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
I didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Fair enough. You want to talk
Hey
about him
there.
now?
What-
I want to talk about your brother.
I was
Got
a
it.
little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Embarrassing, why?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taurus. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
Sounds pretty first class to me. You were stowaways?
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals.
What planet?
Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
He's family. You gotta stick by your family.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and He was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good
Sounds like
heart,
a good man.
you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Sounds like an upstanding citizen. Pretty handy skills to have.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
Why did he leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
Snap. Alright, cool.
Okay.
How about one more?
There.
Talk about your brother?
I'm sorry for the way I acted before.
Perfect.
It's just that when it comes to Lena,
We're just gonna
I
keep
tend to get a
spamming
little
this.
worked
I mean,
up.
as long as she wants to talk, because we can get that. There's side quests you can do for each of your companions. And why do you hate her so much?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure.
I figured we
Griff
might
had
as well
his
just,
run-ins
you
with
know,
the law and
smash
Paris,
this one
but
out.
We got by okay until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth
Pazak,
talker,
not
and it
Pazik.
wasn't
See
long
what I'm
before
saying?
The two of them were dating. But Lena was
Like some of the,
dating rich
like they never. I
Teresa
don't think they really told the
nobles,
VAs
guys with mountains of
about
credits.
like,
Griff could never give her the lifestyle
you know,
she was used
the
to,
Star Wars
no matter
words.
how hard he worked.
Did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
So what happened?
After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits, he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Maybe something happened to him.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope. That's it.
Okay, have it your way.
Oh, I will. Alright, cool. So her side quest now has been initiated. Now we can, you know, talk to... Or we can run into her side quest, which we will very soon, actually. Juhane.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Thought the dark side had consumed you. Damn right. I would probably go with that one if I was like the counselor and I got killed by her like 100 times in a row, which I usually do. But as the guardian, it wasn't that bad of a fight, so we'll go with the top one.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Don't worry, Juhani, I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most
Boom.
Reassuring to know that
Probably
you
just
can
got some
forgive me,
huge light
even
side
though
points
I
there.
tried to take your life. I can only hope that in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Okay. Does she have more?
How may I be of
Wonder if we could talk?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you become a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
Behind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread, but we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do.
I was like, what the heck happened there? The game kind of froze.
Talking. Action is what is needed.
Okay. What do you got?
How may I be of assistance?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like?
Are you doing all right?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
What is wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Okay.
How may I be of...
I think there's one more, right? No, that's it for that one. Delbar. Okay. If you help me out with the problem? No. Want to know a little more about you? He's like, I will honor my life debt, but I don't feel we share more than that. Mission can say more, but I will not. You don't trust me? Nothing personal. You'll have to tell me more eventually. Maybe, but not today. So Zalbar just kind of keeps to himself, which is fine. It's fine, man. He can keep your secrets, you Wookiee. So this is the Galaxy Map navigational computer. Here you can leave Dantooine and choose a different destination. We will in just a second. We've got some talking to do here. Still, I mean, this is.
It was less.
We're just gonna burn through this one because it's about. I have another question. Oh wait, no, never mind.
As you...
All right.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
That's not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
But you would have killed Revan eventually, right?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak
I've been doing this whole thing wrong. Because I've been killing everybody.
The danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
You bet. Do you have anything else? I would like to know more about you, Basta.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the
When
Jedi,
I
then.
joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't seem very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Sound very sad when you say that. Wah wah.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Fair enough. Do you have anything else?
Help?
Never
Can I
mind. How about you, Karth?
Yes, what's in...
Want to talk to you?
Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
Oh, you got it. Just want to know why you don't why you distrust me so much.
What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily. And for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Karth, so it has plenty to do with me.
Oh, damn it. I
Don't
suppose
you know
I won't
it's
get
all
any
about
rest
me?
until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
Suppose you can't. That must have been hard to take.
No, it wasn't even that. There
Take
were
it.
others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
You say that with such hatred.
I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Let the hate flow through you. Anything more? Nope.
You got it.
Alright, so we have done all the conversations. Now we can finally get off this rock. Let's go... I don't know. I mean, we've got 4 planets. Manon, Tatooine, Corbin, and Kashyyyk. I feel like I want to go to Tatooine first. And get that ball rolling. Let's go. And like I said before, the cutscenes don't really work too well. They don't want to render in properly. But these ones work just fine.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
He's still alive?
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private...
It's either Malak's like 7 feet tall, or Calo's only like 4.5 feet.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo
Sorry about that, guys.
About Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
My hair is going through the pillow. Of course, the cutscenes aren't rendering in, but it's going to show you where the star map is on Tatooine.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looks like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Well, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna try and talk to everybody again.
Yes, what's in...
Because when you travel to a new planet, I think the conversation's reset, or not reset, but progress to the next one. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna burn through everybody's combos to do them again.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, it was before we made our trip. Don't you think it'd be better if you discussed it?
Listen, sister, just because we're working together doesn't mean you get to go badger me with constant questions.
You're damn right it does. I don't know. Let's do the top one.
Blast it if you aren't the most frustrating woman to talk to. Isn't there someone else you can harass for a little while?
Yes. But not right now. What exactly is it about me that frustrates you?
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that one. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
Smart man. Really? It's hard to tell. And you say I'm frustrating to deal with. Oh, is what? Me? What did I do? Oh, that's Rich. Where have you been?
Okay, I give up. You win. Look, I suppose I could use someone to talk to. I'm just not used to it, and I don't know why you're so interested, but here goes. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That was the guy who actually was in the cutscene there talking to Lord Malak. Say that name like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You don't think he would betray the Republic? Or you didn't think he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
That's terrible. I feel awful for you.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
You sure?
Yes, what's on your...
Dang, he didn't want to talk about it right now. How about you?
How can I help?
You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar.
My progress?
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
Right. Seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I couldn't see myself ever doing such things.
And that is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall
prey to such a horror,
that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Oh, just Obi-Wan that line right there. I'll do what I must.
How can I help?
Anything else? Okay, good. This is a very conversation-intensive episode, guys. Checking the supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. I will do that. First things first, I need to talk to more people.
How may I be of a...
Wonder if we can talk. Nope. Looks like she's done. So I'll probably bring her with me to open up more conversations. Albar won't talk to me. He's a closed book. Let's go check out the supplies here. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages that indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your store. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companion so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Which is kind of crazy because we have how many Jedi on this ship now? 3 of us? And we can't find... Okay, I've done a lot of talking, so I'm just gonna save real quick. So I don't actually accidentally hit a button and nuke my whole game. Oh! There are pitter-patters behind you. When you stop to listen, they disappear. I'm going to put my force speed on so I can get around the ship quicker. Oh, not here. Anders, did you hear that? Pitter patters again. Mission.
Hey there.
Talk about your brother?
Worry.
Oh, right. So hers quest line's already initiated. I don't want to talk to you, Candace, right now. I'm looking for this pitter patter that's going on. Pitter patter behind me. Oh, Hear echoing footsteps coming from the direction of the cargo hold. Oh, what the?
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
What? Hey, what are you doing in here?
Salima Wanga Kunbikin.
Oh boy. I don't understand what you're saying. I still don't understand. Okay. So... Alright. Let's talk to this girl. Let's see. Can you tell me your name? Point yourself. My name is Rahala. You are? Sasha, your name is Sasha, right? There's no point in... we gotta learn her language. Mandalori. Try to learn her language. Ewasan. I'm just gonna spam through this, guys. Try to learn her language. Leave Stag. Stagnant Starship. Leaves, Sleeper? No, I don't understand. Leaves means home. Hiding in the starship, it's your home. Something about blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. But what? You like me? That's fine. Alright. Oh, hit. Yes, very bad. Stop that. Hit. Oh. Man. Just burn through this. Burn through this. There's like a lot of this going on. Okay. Emhawk is not your home. Okay, so we're finally talking to her in her language. Dantooine. So she actually is from Dantooine. So now we gotta fly back to Dantooine after we talk to Cantress. I mean, we just got off that planet. We gotta go back and drop her off. Nope, he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want to talk to me either. That's fine. I didn't want to talk to him, so meh. Alright, so let's fly back to Dantooine real quick. Whoa.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
Nope. Doesn't look like people are ready to talk again. We'll have to progress a little farther into our quest here. So I'm going to bring Mission and Juhani with me. Well, hello.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat.
Oh.
Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Cat fight!
What's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
Oh. You took her brother away from... and left her all alone on Terrace?
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine.
Really?
Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money. He He started blaming me for all of his problems, like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
So where's Griff now?
Still on Tatooine as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Alright then. So we got that quest started, so her brother is on Tatooine. You. Hello, I have a question. Go ahead. There's a stowaway on my ship named Sasha. Yes, you can come aboard if you see her if you like. Yes. Spatter the man, certainly. I'll bring you on my ship. We're just gonna burn through this quest real fast. Blah blah blah. I don't want to go with you. And then we'll talk to her in her language. And we got light side points because we, you know, we sat there and actually went through the process of learning her language to talk to her about her going home, actual home. Which is cool. Now, let's actually go to Tatooine proper. And see if anybody has anything to talk about now. Nope. You don't anyways.
Yes, what's up?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
You were born out of the loop. Left out of the loop, I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Tatooine for training. Isn't that strange?
They thought it was more important that I'd help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
So there's a bond between Bastila and myself?
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
It does seem far-fetched the way he puts it that way. We'll do this bottom one with a bond thing again.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am not going to betray you. I am not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look,
whoa.
I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Anything else? Nope.
You got...
What about you? Just double checking.
How can I help? Then I...
Okay. Wait. Was there a second?
How can I help?
Oh, I could ask her kind of like what Karth wanted to know. And then, how about you?
How may I...
Want to talk? Nope. Here. So I'm gonna bring Juhani with me. And then we're gonna bring Bastila with. Yeah. We will bring Mission with us a little later so we can help her find her brother. But we'll do that, yeah, we'll do that later.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well.
Monopoly.
We're not unreasonable. We just want to cover expenses.
Alright, fine, I'll pay.
I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Well, let's see, we're all carrying lightsabers, so I think, I'm just gonna ignore him. Actually, I need to leave.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Alright, we lost the credits. But that's okay. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. It wasn't very action-oriented. It was a very talk-intensive episode. But, hey, that's the case. We burned through all those combos, though, so it won't be as bad now as we go through here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like what you see, definitely hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike. Either way, I do appreciate it. Comment down below. Still waiting to see if anybody has an idea if we should do double sabers or double-sided saber. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much again. Stay sober, and may the Force be with you.